Yeah, welcome to number 2, episode number 2 of the PB Jelly podcast.
Yeah. This is us. This
yeah.
is real. This is me. Have I?
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. That's fine. yeah. But yeah, I just saying it's got a little feather.
Yeah. I was doing my. Is it Vincent D'Onofrio?
What's that?
In
Oh
Litt,
yeah. We've just been watching Lift, by the way, number 1 movie of January, 2024.
Yeah.
Mate, it's one of the worst films I've ever watched.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was an interesting experience. Mate, I would go from laughing to just being really angry at it. So it's about Kevin Hart. Well, we kind of were struggling to know what was going on. So Kevin Hart is a heist, just like an art thief.
Yeah.
And then he's hired by Interpol, him and his team, to steal gold from a terrorist who's going to send that gold to another terrorist organization.
Yeah. So he's just a middleman, basically, right?
Yeah,
this guy's a terrorist middleman.
So he has to get the gold. But then also, it just seems to be a movie that's just created just to promote NFTs.
Yeah.
When one of the core parts of the end, I don't really care about ruining this movie. If the main thing at the end is that they're saved by an NFT.
Yeah. At the end of it, they're like, what's he say? Art can be made by anyone or something like that.
See, you might not consider NFTs art, but I think it's more down to the artist. They've made an NFT of him, of like the bad guy killing a person as like evidence.
Yeah.
And even the opening is
they're buying an NFT, right?
They kidnap a guy who makes NFTs, and then
and then Kevin Hart's just like, we just committed the first successful heist of an NFT in a broody way. Like, he's trying to be broody through the whole movie, and he sucks. Like, he can't do it. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Every shot he's just trying to say something really cool.
Yeah. There's a bit where he tries to make himself being like really cool because he'd never spoke in class. Where was it?
Oh yeah, he used to be good in school, but you see, getting good grades is easy. It's like anyone can remember things.
Yeah.
So what did you do in school? Were you the class clown? No, I just observed. What observed?
Like a fucking creep.
Yeah.
All the kids are probably just like, who the fuck is that creepy kid at the back? He just looks at everybody.
It's just Kevin Hart in the back wearing a trench coat.
Just like, that's where I want to shoot. Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah,
awful. If even if we spoiled it, I don't give a fuck, because like even halfway through the movie, we had to go on Wikipedia to figure out what the fuck is going on. That's how shit the plot is. You're like, what the hell is going on in the fucking movie?
Why?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I just don't get it. The whole point is that Interpol need to get this gold off of a plane, but why didn't they just stop the plane from taking off?
Exactly.
And
and also like, I don't understand why they just didn't use like, they're saying, you have to buy it in gold. Like, why don't you just use a fucking, like, another NFT or something? I don't know, something else, like a crypto or some shit to, like, send them money.
Big evil terrorist ones are a hacking group.
Yeah.
And it's like, can't they just, like, transfer the money somehow?
By the way, the coolest hacking group I've ever seen, because I see most hackers, they don't look as cool as those guys. They were in, like, suits and everything. Most hackers I know are just, like, only eating chicken nuggets and stuff, man. Like...
That's the thing though. It's like the first successful, like, first heist of an NFT. I swear, so many people have had like their like bored apes stolen from wallets multiple times, because they go on like Discord. People on Discord servers are like, "Oh, I'm like an expert." They call themselves like wallet inspectors and stuff, and like, "Oh, can you give me like the key or whatever it is to your crypto wallet?" And people just willingly post them, and then they steal them.
Wallet inspectors. You know, the funny part is like, the funny part as well is when he's in it and he's like, it's like we were saying, like, we reckon that he's bought like loads of NFTs or something, and he's still trying to keep it like in people's minds because he's fucked up. Kevin Hart's fucked up. He spent like all of his fortune on NFTs. He's like, fuck, I've got to make a movie about it so that people actually still buy this shit that I bought. It's fucking
like he's probably got like, a bunch of money in Logan Paul's crypto.
It's
like, we need
crypto, man. Yeah. That was probably one of the. We had a double bad movie marathon.
Double bill. Yeah, well, we need a warm up. So first we put on Morbius.
Which it's kind of a retro meme at this point. But like, it's still one of the worst things. That was one of the worst things. We didn't even watch the whole thing. We just skipped. We were like, okay.
Well, I did when I was waiting for you to like wake up, and I was just
late.
And I was just so I watched like the first hour of Morbius just by myself. That's what my life has become at the age of my age. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
It's just waking up and then going like, I'm gonna watch the first hour of Morbius, and
Morbius.
it was awful, but I couldn't look away. It's like,
yeah.
it's like starring cult leader Jared Leto.
Yeah.
It's so
And,
weird.
Yeah.
And Matt Smith.
Matt Smith. Yeah.
The more I look at Matt Smith, the more, for some reason, he's turning into Gordon Ramsay for me.
But he looks like Gordon.
Yeah,
Ramsay.
he looks like Gordon Ramsay. Does no one else see this?
No. What, really?
I don't know. For me, he just looks like Gordon. He looks like if
no.
Gordon Ramsay was an actor.
What, you think he's like
They have
preparing for his role as like
Yeah,
Gordon
in
the
the
Gordon
biopic.
Ramsay biopic?
Yeah.
He's just riding around on his what was it, his Porsche that he bought. He's like, fuck, I could have sold this for 20 grand. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's I think it was fucked. Yeah, I woke up late because I was well, I was awake, but I was reading.
What were you reading?
I was just on Reddit, but
Oh, okay. So you just
it's called
like,
Reddit. It's called Reddit. It's reading.
Yeah.
It's reading. It counts as reading.
Because I saw on like Instagram, you've been awake for you've been online. I messaged you like, I even messaged you saying, "Wake up, Morbius is on Netflix."
What, when I just looked at it?
Yeah, you said sing.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, okay, I do. Yeah.
It's like you're 20 feet away from me. Like I know that you're awake.
As soon as you said "wake up," whoever messages someone says "wake up," Morbius is on. As if like as if like it's like the new special, like I don't know, like Kevin Hart's new special. So I'll be like, okay, yeah, I can watch that. But no, it's like, oh yeah, I want to Jared Leto pretend to be a bat person. It's like, no, I don't want to fucking wake up. See that? It's on Reddit. I was reading interesting facts.
What was the most interesting fact?
So I read that. I was telling you the interesting fact that I learned today that Queen Victoria was the shortest ever monarch in history. Recorded ever monarch.
How short was she?
She was 4'9".
Really?
Yeah.
That is pretty.
And they had a picture of her dress, and they're like, and it's literally like she's tiny. She's like,
So
you're legally like you count as like a little person, right?
Yeah,
You're like
I think
legally
so.
a little person
Legally,
if you're
yeah.
4.
So she was Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad, yeah, exactly. It's like a little dress, and it's like, what the? I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. And she's like, apparently, like shortest ever monarch. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Just makes me think, like, imagine you're on the balcony of like Buckingham Palace.
Just
see the top of her
forehead.
head. Would you actually feel like she's a queen? Like, if she was a queen and you see she's like 4'9", you'd be like, well, I don't know if I really respect. Like, you'd be like, fucking come on, man, we can take her on.
I'm not interested in short queens. I'm interested in
short
kings.
Yeah. The original short kings, like anyone born before like 1600, like King Charles II or something like that. Short king.
Because have you ever been to like an old palace?
Yeah.
Go around,
It's like Tower of London. They have all the
and like Hampton Court stuff. The doors are tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like if I went back in time, man, I'd just be like a absolute beast.
You'd be the king of the short kings,
Yeah.
right?
You see that stuff like in history where there's always like stories about like there were giants and stuff. And I'm like, that was just like a guy who was 6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead there was like he was a mountain. He was like
What's
the
that thing
size of
like?
a mountain.
Was it? Is it Little John or something in Robin Hood? He's probably about 5'5".
Is it Little John?
Isn't Little John?
Isn't Little John the rapper?
Oh yeah, he is.
Okay.
Okay.
You'd be like, yeah, he's actually like
Is it Little
5'1".
John? Was it? No, is it? Is it Little John? I don't know. I can't remember. Robin Hood, the guy, his mate, Big John.
It's Little. Is it Little John?
It's Little John.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's like Will Scarlet, Little John.
Give to the poor.
Okay.
Steal your money.
Little John. Yeah. I think it's Little John, isn't it? Oh mate, someone has to tell us afterwards. I have to Google this afterwards again. But I swear, Little John, man. Bet he's only like 5'5". He's like, okay. Yeah.
Wait, so what are you saying about Little John? Is it Robin?
In the book, like he's supposed to be like big. He's like a giant or something, but he's probably only like
Yeah,
you said,
he's
probably in like 5'10" or something.
Yeah, no, like, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, geez, this guy. Yeah. This guy ate all his porridge. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was so shocked by that because I thought she was like a regular, tall, average person, but 4'9" is small. Even for then, that is small. Even for like 1800s, that's like tiny.
Yeah, but they were all like
Even though
malnourished
what the
anyway,
fuck.
right?
Yeah, but still.
Like, what food did we have? What food was in this country then? That could
Just like apples, wasn't it? Like
apple.
apples and strawberries and pears. I think that's the only thing.
Strawberries aren't originally British, right?
Are they not?
I feel like it needs to be hot and sunny to be the strawberries from.
I thought they were like a forest fruit, no?
Oh,
Fruit of the forest. Fruit of the forest.
Fruit of the forest.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got those strawberries. No, are they? Oh, they're summer fruits. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the level of like. This is the thing. Like now, like modern people, we don't know fuck all about like agriculture.
Oh, I have.
Yeah,
I have
so
no
we don't know
idea.
how to grow shit or whatever. So we're completely fucked.
Just know that food turns up in plastic bags in shops. That's scary, man.
I know all my agriculture from Age of Empires too. Just like growing wheat and
That's
stuff.
because when you go through farms and stuff, I've only ever seen like wheat farms and stuff. You never see like strawberry farms.
There is, yeah. You can go strawberry picking. You've never done it?
No.
Did it when I was a kid.
Really?
Strawberry picking. You go around and you pick like strawberries.
Oh,
But
really?
then yeah.
That's
That's,
where the
a
name
main
comes from.
attraction, yeah. Then also like most of the time you just like eat it as well. So you just eat them as you're going along.
Oh, so you don't have to like pay for them at the
yeah,
end.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You take the weight
So you've
off
had
them.
like you're only supposed to have like one bowl, but then you're eating like probably like 3 bowls. Like, cause you're like, oh, that one's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then you know, I won't eat that. I can't save that for home. I'll eat it now.
Can you not just go in, have like an empty bowl, just like leave with an empty bowl? Just be like, yeah, I didn't pick any.
Yeah, they
It's like
won't.
red stained lips.
Yeah,
I didn't have nothing.
Nah, they didn't look that good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Didn't look that tasty. I don't know, something off with that. I don't think it's a good place. Nah, I think you probably can do that. Yeah, it'd be quite cool. I might do that. So yeah, if you're looking for like a free meal,
Unlimited food hacks.
yeah.
Just go to
to a
place.
strawberry farm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you used to be able to do that. In like some people just go to shops and you kind of just eat the food as you go around. But I always get nervous doing that.
Who does that?
You just do something. If you ever know, like, not just like when you're going shopping, or at least when like you were younger, and like with your parents, get like a trolley in your shop, like a trolley's worth of shopping.
Yeah.
You'd have like the grapes there and just be like picking at the grapes before you go
Oh,
and buy
okay.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you'd eat them before?
Yeah, but not completely. You'd still pay for them after.
What, you like taste testing the grapes? Like
Yeah, no, just snacking on them. Have you ever like? 'Cause that's the
No,
thing, like,
I didn't do that.
It's a thing that you can do. You can, as long as you pay for the food, you can eat the food
Oh yeah.
and then go up. It looks weird when you go up after and you just got like an empty like packet of whatever, but
yeah, then you
you're
pay
like,
for it.
Yeah, but you just pay. At least you pay for it. It's fine, right? Just go.
You got
go-
an empty meal deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go with the wrappers and you're like, I
I
pay.
think if you're doing like a big shop, why not? Get a few cans in as well. Just drink.
Yeah.
Drinking down a bunch of like K side. You're like, hey, excuse me, like I'm gonna pay for it.
yeah.
All right. You back off.
Yeah.
Just carrying around a pack of empty cans. Okay.
Just going to the person like, oh, sorry, can you just take the security tag off this? They're just
Yeah.
down in the
Yeah.
bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, and then going to the rest of it.
Yeah. Just like crashing into everybody.
Oh, we should
Yeah,
do
I
that. We
did-
should have one day. Just organise a Tesco piss up.
Oh yeah,
Just
that'd
go-
be sick.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we just agree. Like we just go around with a trolley, just drink a can, throw it in there, and at the end we just take them all to the till.
And then just yeah.
Yeah, that should be a new challenge. Actually, how much?
Tesco piss up. Yeah.
How much food? As long as like you were like, no, I'm going to pay for it if they came up to you. How much food and like drink do you reckon you could like eat and drink in a Tesco before they came up and were like, you can't do this anymore, and like you have to stop?
Yeah.
Because hypothetically, if you're like, I'm going to pay for it, just let me eat it here. Like it's
I
a
don't-
shop.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be like that much. I think as soon as you open like a pack of biscuits,
Yeah,
I
but
reckon
you
they'd be
just
like,
walk-
right,
you
fuck
just
off,
If you're just
dude.
eating them in the shop, you're like,
I'm just eating it. Yeah, just eating it.
I think it'd be. I think you could clear out like a whole shelf. As long as you're just like, no, I'm going to pay for it.
You know, those big. You know when they at like Christmas when they like stack the Pringles, and you can
Yeah.
like get them from like you just go stand next to the stand where they stack the Pringles, just slowly start eating all the Pringle packets until you get kicked out. You're like, I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah, go buy
Yeah, no, I don't know. That'd be cool. But I think it would depend on what shop. I reckon in Waitrose they're gonna be they'll be on you quick.
You reckon?
Tesco, Asda, probably be like whatever, man.
Mm.
But like Waitrose, they'll be like fucking. You can't be having those, man.
I'm going to do it. You're just going to see me like perched up in the drinks aisle. Just sit down. It's like give divorced dad energy.
Yeah. Or like do the yeah. Well, no, you should do it. No, don't do it at a supermarket. Do it off license. Someone's off license down the
Oh,
road.
I'm gonna pay for
I'm
it.
gonna pay for it.
He's so pissed off.
No, do it at Wakey Wines.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Wakey
you know
Wines.
Wakey Wines. If you don't know Wakey Wines, it's a guy from Wakefield.
that was just a moment.
Yeah, he owns like he just sells like bottles of. He was selling bottles of Prime for what was it like 30 quid?
No more. I swear that was what was insane. Like with any of these high drinks and foods, like I swear he was selling them for like over 100 quid.
Yeah,
at one point
annoying,
for like
man.
a bottle of Prime, which you can now buy for £1.50.
Yeah,
because you couldn't make your kid wait for like 6 months to try Prime. Which is also, have you tried Prime?
I've never had it.
It's
not.
It's not good. It tastes like a rip off of Power. It tastes like just one of those cheap energy drinks.
Oh yeah, someone said to me it tastes like a lot like I don't know, like one of those like raspberry lollipops or something, like blue raspberries and shit, like really bad.
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah. And Wakey Wines. I go Wakey Wines and just drink all the fucking Prime bottles. I'm gonna buy it. Best shop in Wakey, mate. But yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah. Wakey Wines, big shout out.
Big shout out. So was that the most the biggest fact you had was that the Queen?
Yeah, the
Queen was short.
9, yeah. And then another weird shit as well on Reddit. But I think Reddit is obviously it kind of just pisses. I think I read Reddit mainly because it kind of gives me a lot of energy by kind of pissing me off a lot. Like especially a lot of the comments that just piss me off. Like yeah. I like to go on like relationship advice. Do you ever go on?
Yeah. No, I've stopped. I try to go on Reddit less now, purely just because I've come to the point now where I'm just like I don't care about people's opinions online, really, as like anymore. Like no one, the fact that you see something and then you're motivated to just type a bunch of stuff about it.
Yeah.
About like just like mundane, boring things and have like a huge passion about it. That's a weird thing about Reddit and just any online stuff like that now. And like forums and all that. Is it like there are completely mundane subreddits where people will get into like such aggressive like discussions about.
I know, man. There's
there's like a water one. It used to be fun. There was one called Hydro Homies.
Oh yeah.
And that was like fun, but I swear now they can get quite militant in there. If you're like, I drank a Pepsi, they'll be like, kill yourself. How dare you? What are you doing? That's going to destroy your organs. You're going to die.
Was the one that I read recently where it was like I think it was on like relationship Reddit where it was like one was like the guy was like I got invited to a wedding but my wife didn't. Should I go to the wedding? Or I'm thinking about going to the wedding, and then the wife said, don't go to the wedding, but he really wants to go. And then apparently the wife said like her advice was that she was going to go to the same location as the wedding, but not go to the wedding. So she was going to be there, but not be at like her. That was her like solution to the problem. And then some guy in the comments is just like, I think you need to get a divorce. I'm like, well, how would you go from that to like a relationship needs to be over? Yeah. Like the fucking Reddit advice, man.
Yeah,
I just feel like never been in any type of relationship ever.
You can see that more and more people are becoming like chronically online, and their idea of like what the world actually is purely based off like how they interact with people online. And it's like then once they get into the real world, it just doesn't apply. The fact that you can just like go to a location and just hang out. Everyone thinks their lives are like these weird like weird Netflix movies. Everyone thinks their life is Lift. Literally.
It's so bad
that you can just act in such weird ways and stuff. And
and also like it's like I think with being like chronically online as well, it's like the level of like selfishness that people have as well. Yeah, it's like everything is gravitated like. You do, like you said, you think you're in your own fucking movie, like you're the main character in your own movie, without even thinking about anyone else. It's like, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, it's this inflated sense of self. If you see stuff online where like someone would just do something minor that's like rude in public, and people were like, if I was there, I would have knocked the guy out. It's like, no, you wouldn't. You do what everyone else did and just be like, okay.
Yeah, just be like, fuck this guy, yeah. You probably just walk past. Like, there's so many people do, man.
And everyone just does like a Sherlock, like Robert Downey Jr. like Sherlock Holmes fight breakdown on like Reddit, where it's like first I discombobulate them, I hit them behind.
Then
I'd sweep the leg, then finish them with a downward elbow to the chest. It's like no mate, you bump. Yeah, it's like the question was, what do you do if someone like bumps into you in a queue?
I wouldn't deal with that shit. It's like some guy from like Wisconsin. He's like, just sitting on his computer all day. He's like, I wouldn't deal with that shit. I'd be out there. I'd hit him with my pack of Polos. That's a funny. Actually, that is a good story. I have like about this guy. I did self. So at school they taught us when we were. I think it was in like year 8 or something. They were telling us about self-defense, and they brought a guy in who was like apparently like a self-defense like master, or I don't know what it was. Anyway, this guy, and he was telling us that one time he told us his brag was that he once broke a guy's hand because he hit him so hard with a pack of Polo mints.
Wait, he broke the guy's hand with Polo?
With Polo mints, yeah, in the packet, not like individual Polo mints just thrown at him, but like apparently he smashed his hand. He's like, yeah, like he's basically, I'm so tough, basically in front of like a group of 12-year-olds. He's like, I'm so tough. He's like, I'm the best, man. He's like, the way he presented it, he's like, I was put in a location, I didn't know where I was in Manchester. And then this is literally the whole. I remember the story verbatim. Like, I was in Manchester. I was in the alleyway, and this guy tried to grab me from behind. It was like a training thing, and all he said, but all I had on me was a pack of Polo mints. So I smashed his hand with Polo mints. And then what did you think everyone did afterwards, like at school? Like,
you just started.
Yeah, started trying to hit each other, violently attacking people. Yeah, not even with like shit from the canteen. So it was like, like all the crappy like crap that you could get in the fucking canteen. Yeah,
just love that. Just him going through a confectionery aisle, being like, the amount of deadly weapons that are here. Right?
yeah.
Pack of Starburst in the eye.
You choked him out with that Mars bar.
What are they? You know, like the red licorice, the strawberry laces.
Oh, like a garrote.
Carrying someone from behind.
You put that guy in a pick and mix out, he's lethal.
Throwing those shrimp like ninja style.
Yeah.
He's watching Willy. He watches Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory and just has like a Vietnam flashback. He's like, come with me.
His family has to like hold him back. Not the everlasting gobstopper. He's like, fuck. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck this guy the fucking Catholic high school Chester. Who the fuck they were hiring these guys. But yeah, we have some weird
someone just met a guy who just bullshits in the pub a lot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely someone's dad.
Beat up a guy with nothing but a packet of Polo mints.
Yeah.
Wear him in the neck. That was enough of him in the hand. Broke. So how did he break his hand then?
I had no idea. I think he. If I remember, like, I think he said he had his hand or something, like he was like trying to choke him out. So I think he just had like he could get his pocket, and he like slowly reached into his pocket. And then he got like the end of it and just smacked his hand so hard that it broke his hand.
That's such bullshit.
This is such bullshit. Yeah. You know it wasn't that. You know he was just fucking crying. He's like, get off me! I'll give you a Polo bit if you leave me alone. He put it in his mouth.
You can have one.
Yeah, that was like, I don't know where the fuck. We used to have some weird shit. We also had like, because I went to a Catholic school, and we had like sex education in year 9. I remember, like, it's quite late. I think for most schools. I think most people have it earlier than that.
I don't know.
Like 15 or something. 14.
How are they doing it in schools now?
I had it when I was. I had 2. I had one when I was in like year 6, which I thought this is way too early, man. And then even that, and I was like only 10 years old. I was like, I'm not doing this for a couple of years. Like a couple of years, I would have been 12. Yeah. I'm not getting. I'm
gonna start laying pipe when I'm 12.
Yeah.
I need to get my moves right.
And then at 15 they had like it was like a big one, and they were doing all like sex education and stuff. And I remember one of the teachers wasn't available, so the school chaplain.
Polo mints came back in. Yeah, so I made this girl get off with nothing but a packet.
Yeah. He's like, you want to get a girl, mate? Take her to that pick and mix out and show who's boss, man. He got like a school chaplain.
Oh yeah.
Came and get like one of the sex education classes was run by the school chaplain. Oh. So he wasn't like a priest, but he was like somewhere in between like a priest and like a normal lay person or whatever.
That's why you're at a Catholic school. You need to teach the kids about sex.
Yeah.
Then you level up. Then you get to the priest level.
I remember him like describing chlamydia. That was fucking. He was like, this guy's like, yeah, it's like like. But it felt like at the time I was like, oh, that's quite detailed. But then I was thinking, that's first-hand experience. I was like, he knows that he's had chlamydia. He's like talking about it. It was just the way that he's like, yeah, sometimes like you get weird gunge coming out, and you just gotta like, maybe you should talk to the doctors about that. He's like, it was so bizarre. Right. That's why I say in my school, like, never prepared for anything. Like it was always just like, oh yeah, we just throw shit together, and it was awful, fucking awful. But
well, as we learned from the movie Lift, it's easy to get good grades. It doesn't matter about school because
you don't need
good grades. You just need to. Did you observe?
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
I watched that Chaplin from the back, and I was like, yeah, man. Wait till I see that green gunge in the future. I'll be like, yeah, fucking. Yeah, no. What were you like in school?
I don't know. I think I was just a kid. I don't think I was. No, I didn't.
Are you getting your flashbacks? Yeah. From school.
No, I don't think I had any labels or anything. I was just like a in-betweeny kind of
just a person.
Yeah, just a person, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I made any mark or anything.
Yeah.
I guess because I just sat in and observed. No, I was like good.
You sat and you observed.
Yeah, I sat and observed. That's my lesson for today: is don't be good in school. It's a good thing to teach that Kevin Hart's sending that message out. Don't try. This film has just made me so angry. Don't try in school, and NFTs are the most legitimate art.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I need to go back to in the film at the start. They steal the NFT.
They steal the NFT.
No, they kidnap the guy who makes the NFT, but then they end up just doing a transfer for the legit thing anyway, like a legit transfer of money. And then because they kidnapped him, the price of the NFT goes up. They also at the same time steal a Van Gogh painting or Van Gogh painting.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But then the NFT is actually worth more money.
And they never talk about that, do they? They just steal it and they just walk off of it.
Yeah. And then that's just what. But then the NFT is worth more money than like the Van Gogh self.
And also, they never. So the bit of the movie where they have like a big news thing is like guy who has world's most expensive NFTs gone missing. Yeah. They never mentioned the Van Gogh painting. Surely they'd be pissed off about that.
It's a big.
Yeah. They'd be like, everyone would be like a priceless fucking Van Gogh painting that could never be made again.
Yeah.
And this guy's just using whatever ChatGPT to make like fake art.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then
it's the JPEG.
Yeah. Mr. JPEG's gone. It's on CNN, BBC, all over
isn't it
Times Square or whatever.
That whole giant screen on Piccadilly.
Yeah.
Gets changed to like a breaking news thing about an NFT artist being kidnapped.
Yeah. Anyway, another news. Yeah, that self-portrait of that ginger cunt that's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, but what was it? Like
fucking Kanye West or whatever. I swear I thought they were trying to be like Kanye West. Was it like that?
What, the NFT?
Yeah.
It was just the part where I guess what was the stuff you could give to like a bored ape that they were doing at one point, like slurp juice or something.
Was it like an add-on?
Yeah. Where like you could like modify a bored ape by giving it like I think it's like called like slurp juice or some kind of like thing. Maybe they just need to give the Van Gogh painting one of them. And that
some sunglasses.
My Van Gogh self-portrait is wearing a captain's hat.
Yeah.
And has a nose ring on it. Well, yeah, what happened?
My Van Gogh paintings beating up a guy with a pack of polo mints. Yeah, man.
It's weird how NFTs just... Well, not weird. It's glad that they kind of just disappeared. There was like a 3-year period where everyone was like, this is the next big thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then everyone just went, you can screenshot it. And then it just stopped.
As soon as you fucking... It's complete bullshit, man. And everyone was trying to tell you. Even like, I have mates and stuff at the time, this is like the future and everything. I'm like, shut up, dude. You never predicted anything right. I don't trust you in any way at all.
Well, now everyone's just... Isn't it like something ridiculous like 60% or even more of like NFTs now are just like genuinely worth nothing?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, because of like how much they've depreciated.
But I don't even feel sorry.
No.
I'm like, thank God.
No, well, anyone who could afford like $250,000 JPEG deserves to lose all that money.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like anything, like even those people. Remember during lockdown when everyone was like fucking going mad at on crypto, like telling everyone they got to invest and everything. I had a friend of mine who's literally like, he was so obsessed, and he's like, oh, you got it. And then I think he ended up like, I know he's a nice guy, but I think he lost like fuck tons of money. Yeah, doing fucking crypto. And I was just like, yeah. Like even I knew it was then I was like, this is complete bullshit. This is complete bullshit. But yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
But Kevin Hart doesn't, because he wants to make a whole movie about
a whole movie.
NFTs.
Made it 3 years too late about NFTs. NFTs are actually really legitimate if you really care about them. It's actually down to, it's just one of those like crypto bros arguing on Twitter. It was basically his argument at the end was like, well, actually, if like it's down to how much a person puts value on the thing that gives it its value.
Yeah, do you think the whole basis of the script of the movie was like a Twitter argument that you had? That's how they built the whole script. It's a fucking stupid Twitter argument. But yeah, also they had like Vincent D'Onofrio's in it, and he's like a really good actor. Really, he had one of the worst parts in the entire movie.
Oh god, it's the bit where he walks, where like, because the first bit he's like playing a character because he's the one of like the heist group of like the team that's he's always like playing a role to like trick people or be able to sneak something in or whatever, and so he's playing like a rich art buyer or whatever, and then when he actually shows the real him, he walks in and has like one of the worst wigs I've seen in recent film history. Yeah, it's like a blonde. He looks like, what's that guy's name? Who's that weird British politician?
Oh, Michael Fabricant.
Yeah, he looks like Michael Fabricant's hair.
But it's bad, and he walks in, he's like, yeah, this is my new character. And, he just and there's no establishment of why he was that character. He just walks in, sits down. And everyone's like, it's Oliver. And it's really bad. The wig is awful. It's fucking awful.
This $100 million film. $100 million. And every scene looks like it was shot on a green screen. I'm saying Kevin Hart is
Kevin Hart's flat. Remember, his flat in London. He lives in London.
Opposite the London Eye, which is going round at a very quick speed. It also...
We were like trying to geolocate it based on the view of like where his flat was. We were like, maybe he's on the South Bank somewhere. Like he's fucking... It's one of the worst. Yeah, he lives next... Does he live next door to like the Gherkin?
Yeah, he's like the Gherkin. Also inside the architect for his like penthouse suite or wherever it is, it was someone out of like the 60s or 70s or something. Because there's like a bunch of aquarium like tubes, like floor to ceiling tubes. They're lit up by blue lights.
I think the movie, I realise now, it's what people who are into NFTs think that rich people like. Yeah, that's it.
I think you're right. I think that
yeah. I think that's it. Like remember you had the TV that came out from the ground.
The ground.
You had the bubbles in the, what was it? The aquarium, the shitty aquarium.
Yeah, the private jet. Fish. The private jet that had an LED screen on the bottom of it.
What did it say again? Like bussing.
Ball so hard.
Ball so hard.
Ball so hard.
Which then at the end of the movie they used to send a message to NATO.
Oh yeah.
You were gonna shoot there's the movie. Like honestly, if you can't follow it, it's because we can't even know how to follow the fucking movie.
If you're listening to this, going, "What the hell is going on?" We are reciting this pretty to the T. I think we are. Maybe we're complete, but like even if we're wrong, we're kind of right. It's so much of a jumbled mess.
But yeah,
it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, because at one point the bad guys catch them and they're like get on the private jet that they've been flying the whole time. And she was up from the point that the private jet
is owned by a guy.
It's just owned by some like rich tech bro, but they need it because they need to fly under the actual plane that the gold is in because they're going to steal the gold out of the plane.
To pretend that it's the plane, isn't it?
To take the planes like
ID or something. Yeah.
And then
this is hot.
And then it's going to fly in the right direction, and then they're going to divert the actual plane that's got the gold in it somewhere else, but then it won't be able to be scanned anymore. Yeah. But then even then, that jet still follows.
I don't get that.
So they're still going to the same location, and then they
get kidnapped, don't they?
Yeah, they try and land the plane both planes then, for some reason, because there's like storms, whatever, land on
It's fucking
a giant
ice
runway.
thing that you would never. By the way, you would never land at because as soon as you saw it, it was like full of ice. Yeah. The pilots would have been like, "Yeah, we're not landing here, man. We're going somewhere else." But they're like, "No, we have to land on this fucking the worst place you've ever seen."
Yeah. Also, the main plane they're going to rob from is an Airbus A380. And it's taking like a 2-hour flight from London to Zurich.
But they make out like it's like a big flight.
Yeah,
and it's the biggest plane you've ever seen.
It's
massive. It's massive. The proportions are just out. Like it's like a whole room.
Yeah,
the toilet.
It looks like inside looks like a skyscraper. When you see the back of it, and they're flying like 8 people in first class.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio is on the plane, and his whole point is he's playing like a sick man. He's like got an an air canister, and you think like, what's the whole point? Is he gonna is there something in the air canister, or is he gonna pretend he's gonna be sick to the distraction? No, it's just so he can bring the air canister on board because one of the other guys needs it as oxygen. But why couldn't that guy just bring it on?
Also, he's playing Colonel Sanders.
He looks like Colonel Sanders.
He looks like Colonel Sanders. Literally, he's got glasses. He's got everything. He looks exactly.
Even waves a handkerchief.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, I need your help.
He was like, dear Lord, I used to play Kingpin. Yeah, man, this fucking shit movie.
But then they hack. But then they basically it ends up at one point. The bad guys are now on after they land, then they take off again. The bad guys are on the small plane. Like the private jet, and then they're like, we're gonna. Then the government's like, we need to shoot this down. No, it shoots down. But then they're like,
for whatever reason.
Should we call Interpol? And they're like,
highly dangerous.
No, let's not call Interpol. Interpol no, we can't do us. Let's call NATO to shoot down this random private jet that's doing nothing.
And they just
wrong.
have like a direct line to like NATO air headquarters, and they're like, can you just shoot the plane down? Yeah, sure. We'll have stuff on standby. It's like, but I don't know how highly dangerous that is as well, because they've got like gold bars sitting in there. They shoot that down, that comes flying over. They don't know where they're flying over. They could so many innocent people die. And then NATO, they come up and then they're like, we'll shoot you down. But then they use, the little message board at the bottom.
Oh,
the interactive screen.
There's a LED screen at the bottom of the plane. It flips upside down. Just before they're going to be shot down, it says, and then they change the LED display to say civilians on board. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, the plane we've been told to shoot down, we'll believe the message that they're sending us. Okay, we're not going to shoot them down anymore.
The fact that you have a message board on the bottom of your plane is fucking weird as well. Like what?
Who would be able to see it?
Who'd be able to see it? Yeah.
It's the most pointless thing. Like, you're miles in the air. You're thousands of feet in the air.
No one's gonna see.
No one can see You're a tiny dot in the sky.
But with the message you could put would be quite funny. You could put funny messages. That'd be quite fun. No, I think you could. It's like when you're landing. I think when you're landing over and you're like, it's quite low.
What? So just so the people in air traffic control,
you can see you
so
go
hard.
Yeah. I think you put YouTube videos on it. That'd be sick.
Just in case air traffic control get bored, just put Subway Surfing.
Yeah.
So something to pay attention to. Well, like, what was it, like Cursor Massive or something? Going around on midday saver. It's just like playing as you go around flying over London or whatever. Yeah, man. God. Sick movie though. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Giant piece of. Yeah,
it's cool.
Giant piece of film. Yeah.
But yeah. Well, so interesting stuff. I've had also this week I had a weird moment as well. Like, I was on the bus, and I'm like, sometimes like I'm a bit. I don't know if you do this, but like I'm a bit nosy sometimes. Like if someone's on their phone in front of you, you like see what's on their phone. You like kind of have like a little look, even though you're not supposed to, right? But I had a look, and there's a guy, and he was literally, he's on like a WhatsApp group, and I was like, oh, he's clicking loads. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then as I looked closer, he was just like downloading like porn from like a WhatsApp group on the bus.
Oh,
it was crazy. He wasn't like, it's not like, obviously he's not watching it. He's just like preparing for later. I don't know, like, but he's literally like, but it was like not like one. It was like 50. He's like 1, 2. He's like going really fast. was like, who's sharing all these WhatsApp groups? I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah. And I was like looking, I was like, what the fuck is this? She's like 50 videos.
That's crazy. What's the name of this group so I can?
Yeah.
Avoid it, just so I don't.
That's why I tapped him on the.
So I don't kind of add myself.
Yeah. That's what I did. I walked past him and +4447. Just add me to the group, please. I was close to giving out my own number then. That would have been wild. To the 8 people that viewed up. But anyway, 8 viewers who viewed our podcast. Thank you so much so far. It's been really nice for you to do that. Yeah. But I still don't want my number. Out there.
In a month's time, should we say maybe 9 people?
Yeah, to 9 viewers. Yeah. Don't want. But yeah, that was mad. There was also, it's just the way he was so casual about it, because he was like eating like a sandwich as well, and he's just like slowly just like downloading porn on his phone.
That's a connoisseur, man.
Yeah.
Someone
He's using those, TFL Wi-Fi, high speed internet.
Oh, did I tell you about, I didn't do it with those, the wig I saw the other day on public transport where I was on, because like, obviously London's just like, it's got a lot of eccentric people.
Yeah, it's got weird.
And when I was on the tube, like heading back home, and there was just a guy, and he was like just chatting to like a family, but you could see like he definitely didn't know them.
Yeah.
And then he tried to offer like the kids like bags of What's-Its.
No.
And the mum was like, "No, I'm fine." And then he seemed like really upset, and so like he put them back in his bag, then went over to like the other side of the train, then just reached into his bag again, and then just like pulled out a bottle of beer. Just went over and then just like, did the whole like putting it on like a bit of a lip, smacking it down, opening it up.
What, on the bus?
On the tube.
On the
He
tube?
just starts like drinking this beer. He's like, looking at everyone, like and then just give it and then after a while, like you said, he just starts doing pull-ups.
No way.
Yeah. He had that immediate rush you get after a couple of beers. But like he was just doing pull-ups and then like swinging it, but like also then swinging his legs, like treating it like it's a yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, and then you could see it was one of those things where there was a few free seats and everyone's doing that eye thing of being like,
oh yeah.
Please don't sit next to me. Please don't. Because there's always that worrying thought where I always feel it's like, is this person like crazy or like eccentric? Where it's just like, you know, when someone sits next to you, it's like, are they at a level where I don't seem rude to actually like get up and
just move up? Yeah, away. Move away. Yeah.
Because some people are just, you know, just a bit eccentric, but sometimes you're like, oh, is this gonna like, can I just get like punched at any time because this guy's just gonna?
Well, because you'll take it personally that you're not interested in his pull-ups. Yeah, you're like, not for this guy. Yeah.
It's but then so I got off the train, then like did a bit of shopping, then got on the bus to go somewhere else, and then went on the way back, and then when I got on the bus, he then got on at the next stop, and I swear this isn't made up though, but he was now there, and now he had a flute in his hand, like a mini piccolo flute.
No way.
And I'm just looking at this guy, I'm like, you better play that fucking. You can't like.
Well, he's got performances for different types of transport.
Yeah.
He's got his pull-ups for the tube.
You got to work those
for the central line.
You got to work the different crowds.
Yeah. His piccolo on the bus.
He got on. He had like a piccolo, and I'm just like, I'm like, it's this guy, but I'm like, but if anything, please, I want.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got to play a piccolo.
Play that.
And then yet again, he's like having another drink. He starts talking to like another family with kids
to get the What's-Its.
Takes them like. Give them like the What's-Its. They take the What's-Its. You can see where like the parents were like, oh, thank you, and then look in their eyes was like, don't eat the What's-Its.
I'll say,
and then all of a sudden, after they took me, he went like, and I was like,
he good?
Huh?
Was he good on the piccolo?
No, it was just like,
yeah.
Just doing like, you know, like 3 seconds, like, and I was like, this has made me so.
I feel like
happy.
I think like actually you just met the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
The modern day Pied Piper just goes around.
That's the bit they miss out. Let him in with What's-Its.
What's-Its, yeah.
And then he pulled out a packet of Polos, and everyone was like,
"Whoa, shit!" Yeah.
Started fucking everyone up.
You've ever broken a guy's hand with What's-It? Just goes up to you and goes bang.
It's probably the same guy who did the talking chest.
Oh yeah. He's big now. I
wouldn't be surprised if it was just an alcoholic who does pull-ups on public transport. Yeah. So yeah, that was quite.
But then he's also, I remember that. Oh yeah, I never remember, because then obviously at that point he was then teaching us how to do self-defense. Yeah. I forgot about that bit. So we were doing like on mats and stuff. Yeah. He's teaching us how to like do like.
Oh really?
Like choke outs.
Okay, this
stuff.
is just okay.
Yeah.
Your school brings in a chaplain to tell you about sex education and a random guy who's with sweets to start teaching kids how to roll around the mat.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Too fair, yeah.
Cool.
Catholic school living. Oh, what's that?
Do you have the time, by the way? Sorry.
Oh yeah. It's 3:58.
3:58.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going a bit.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Also, because I just wanted to talk before we go as well.
He has to go, yeah.
No, but before I have to go.
He's got a gig.
But the main thing, because we said we were gonna before this week we were gonna watch Traitors and talk about it.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to watch it, and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. It's that Mr. Wolf game. I think, was it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Is it like Goodnight, Mr. Wolf or something like that?
Or the one where like the people who are wolves and they just eliminate one person by one. And then I said that I've been watching it. Like it was fine, but it was interesting that how poor of a judgment of character like people are, and just seeing that, and the fact that like people just acting completely rational. The second you put one thought into their head of some of these people are bad, everyone just reads so much into stuff. It's just like like one guy, I think they do a challenge and they have to like each person they've had to like do like ask. They've been like asked questions about each person, and then they have to then guess who got like the most votes for that thing. Like, who do you reckon is like the most, the nicest, who's the coolest, and then the one's like who's the biggest sheep, and then in the game they guess wrong, but then it turns out it's one of the guys. Obviously, it's like one guy who was like the biggest sheep, and he just seems like he's upset about it because he doesn't want to be called like a sheep or anything. So he tries to do that thing where like you passively aggressive like joke off. So he's going around going like, bah, oh, I'm sorry, bah. I'm trying to get to the next challenge, bah, 'cause I'm the sheep. And then later on, they were just around the table. They're like, it's a bit suspicious that during the game you were upset. And he's like, yeah.
That's like a natural human reaction.
You a sheep. And he's like, yeah, it's weird. And so that makes me a bit suspicious that the fact that after you found out that you were, people think that you're easily manipulated, that you were upset about that. And so I think that means that you're actually like a liar.
These programs fucking rage me. It's just, traitors. Oh, well, how long is it until someone has a brawl on Traitors?
Oh,
that'd be so good. Yeah. You fucking what?
I'm a faithful guy.
Fucking boom. That shield that you have doesn't fucking block these fucking polo mints out to knock you the fuck out.
The other day you claimed you broke a guy's hand with a polo mint, and that makes me think that you might be a bit of a liar and you're a traitor. So I'm voting you as a traitor.
Honestly, if I was in Traitors, I'd be so fucking angry all the time. I'd be like, oh, fuck these guys. Kick me out. What are you gonna fucking do, man? Just lose all the money. Ah, shit. Fuck. Yeah.
You could just get away with doing anything though and claiming that it was like a traitor betrayal.
Yeah.
Just like, who did the shit and didn't flush? One of the traitors.
Yeah.
It's a message. What are they trying to say? They're communicating with each other.
Yeah, if you were a traitor, wouldn't you just do just crazy shit?
Why do you want to make
just
life
piss all over the buffet?
Make people want to leave the house.
Yeah. Fuck it, just vote me out. I don't want to be in it. The psycho's a literal psycho living in this castle.
Just be spreading shit on the road. We did this. Oh no, that's crazy.
What's her name? What's the fucking name of the woman who hosts it again?
Claudia Winkleman.
Yeah, cut her out. Put a triangle in it. Right, who did this?
Why was she sleeping?
I don't know. Why is she sleeping? Yeah, she can't see shit. I've noticed that. She must struggle to do basic tasks in her life, because she can't see fucking shit. How does she fucking drive and stuff? I don't know. I've never seen it. She always has her hair over. I don't know. Just awful. And she's crap as well.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, Claudia.
Yeah, I love you, Claudia. But she's not believable in that. She's not trying to be all like brooding and
Yeah.
Like I say, the most annoying line in it was at the start. She's like, she with all of them goes, and was it filmed during the, it's in the UK, so it couldn't have been during a writer's strike. But it's just the line of just there's one way to find out who a traitor is, and it's just one easy step by doing it with great difficulty.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I just think so. Yeah, I think the first series is all right, but now it's just like, come on, it's just predictable and it's fucking
And everyone's
fight.
Seems like everyone on the show as well. Now the seasons come out, everyone's kind of aware of what the game is.
Yeah.
So people are already like guessing ahead of time what like the traitors would do and stuff, and like.
It's like Big Brother when it first came out. It was like normal people, and then slowly. Remember, like after like series 5, it was just like full of like mental people who knew what the whole thing was about. just playing it for the
it's
camera and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna. So yeah,
They're gonna stop watching trailers now.
I mean, well, I'll say I didn't really enjoy it, but I will be watching every episode.
So,
I will.
yeah,
I will
no,
just out
yeah.
of curiosity. So that's coming
Yeah.
down. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
I feel like we should next time I'll watch it and we'll find out who the people like the names. We'll name drop some.
Yeah.
Let's get into watch, listen to the podcast. This is the official Traitors podcast. Yeah.
Last week was Michael Caine.
Yeah. This week is the guy who fought with Polo Mints.
Polo is the Polo Mints. We talked about Lift for way too long.
yeah.
and now Traitors.
Yeah,
cool.
Polo
But yeah.
Man. And Queen Victoria being 4'9".
Yeah,
She's
good times.
Cute.
What?
She's
Traitors, but with the royal family.
Oh yeah.
It's Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, literally. Immediately.
She's taking him away from us. He slept with kids. No.
Yeah.
Andrew, you've been sweating a lot, which makes me feel like.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't
Good
sweat.
So yeah.
You say you never sweat, but you're always sweaty, so that makes me feel like. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
I need to start.
You need to get going off, man.
Yeah.
Got a gig to go to, but
cool.
yeah, it's nice being with you. Nice being with the Chubb Wardens as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Chubb Wardens. One day we'll explain.
Yeah.
But
Well,
for
that is.
now,
Yeah.
if Chubb Warden's more of a feeling and a vibe.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
It's a philosophy.
It's a philosophy. It's a way. It's a way of life.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The guy who hit someone with Polo Mints, I would say he's a Chubb Warden.
Would you say a Chubb Warden? I think his whole attitude towards things.
Yeah.
Is that of a Chubb Warden?
A Chubb Warden, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, congratulations, our first honorary Chubb Warden.
Yeah,
he's the mystery Polo Mint guy.
Yeah. Need to find out, mate. I'm gonna go on a deep dive and see if I can find out these guys. But, all right, cool.
All right.
Anyway,
cool.
nice seeing you again, man.
Nice pleasure seeing you.
All right, and yeah, I'll see you soon, guys.
See you later, Chubb Wardens.
See you later, Chubbs.